Hello and welcome to Slow Gaming and our Let's Play series of Bath City Football Club in Football Manager 2019. We're currently in our second season here in Vanarama League South and have so far been definitely underperforming, and that is something we'll try to improve here all throughout the season, and we'll move into the game here. But as we do remember to smash that like button if you like what you see here. It will help me very much and help the channel, and help me see if you like the content that we bring here. And we'll go through the scouting meeting here. This looks like a pretty good keeper, but he only have potential to feature in the first team, so not good enough. And we have no player look like that is good enough for us. No player here. Sanga that we had last season together with Stuart here on the loan list. And he did do a pretty good job. But not the greatest, averaging 6.96, so we'll not bother with that. And Winston here is a bit too old, so that was that. So we'll move forward here towards our game against Leyton Orient, and also do comment on just about anything you'd think about or you want me to do different, or any comments sorts here on this episode. Just let me know what you think, and I'll be sure to check it out, and the most positive and informative comment on each episode will get pinned, just so you know. Let's see here. This guy, I believe, got signed here for Ebbsfleet, and we tried to sign him and did take a look, but we signed another player for the defense as well. And last thing, guys, before we do enter the match against Leyton Orient, if you do like this content, do make sure that you are subscribed, since we are bringing you new daily content to you here at Slow Gaming every day. So do hit that button if you like, and you can hit the notification bell as well to be extra sure that you don't miss out on any of the content that we bring to you. So we get a pre-match tactical advice here from our assistant manager Jim Rollo. So we'll add these team instructions to add to improve the chance of result, and we'll remove the one that he suggests as well. He suggests that we might be thinking about replacing Spencer Adams in defense instead and put Jack Batten in. We'll maybe do that. Could be a good thing to switch up. According to the bookmakers here, we are definitely not favorites for the upcoming match here against Leyton Orient, or Leyton Orient. Sorry for struggling there a little bit. Got a little bit unsure. And the training overall last week will have an average training rating of 6.98, so pretty alright, but not the greatest in any way. So let's have a look here. So we have Oliver and Spencer Adams performing very well in training, and no player really getting any stats up. We have Genovese here, who are gaining quite a bit of ratings actually, so that's pretty nice. And nothing else much to note. We have a couple of players here at 6.5, so we'll criticize all those players. 6.5 is not really good enough, so we'll criticize them all. The last player to criticize here is Hayden. I will take a look here just at Stuart. He's not doing the best, but it's quite alright. So let's go to the team selection, I guess. First we will allow players that need match sharpness to play for 60 minutes per match in the under 23s until they are match fit. And I will go to the team selection here very shortly. We get a new chairman here for the team, and they will basically judge me on the upcoming performances. So we'll also be trying to get a new contract in for ourselves as soon as possible, so we can keep this series going. If we do happen to get fired, it will be all over and we'll have to start again, I guess, or something like that. The challenge here is to bring Bath City all the way to the top of Premier League. So we won't be switching teams or anything. Anyway, here we had Spencer Adams as a suggestion to take off the team. He have really not been doing that great. He has 3 6.2 ratings in the last 5 matches. So we'll definitely try the suggestion here and put in Baton instead. So Spencer Adams have definitely been underperforming with an average rating here of 6.57. Basically we have the whole team not having especially good ratings here, and I guess that's the reason why we aren't as high up in the league as we would want to be. And I guess that might be due to a couple of reasons. I know I'm not entirely happy with this situation here in the central midfield, for example. But the most problem we do have is in the defense, that they haven't been playing good enough. So hopefully that change can make something happen at least. And we'll hope for the best result here. So let's go through the match and hope for the best, basically. Even though we were playing one of the best team in the tier above, the match bookmakers didn't have us as so big underdogs, and we shouldn't be that bad. We have many players that are pretty good for the National League, actually, so it shouldn't be that bad. But the first half here we haven't got any chances or shots really in, but Leyton Orient haven't had any dangerous chances either, since we haven't had any highlights so far. So that is pretty good, but we are struggling now in the offense, it seems. So the first half is now over and the scoreline is 0-0, of course, since we haven't had any chances, and shots is 1-7 and shots on target is 0-3 and possession is 46-54%. So overall not the greatest of first half. What is good is that our defending has worked pretty good, but we have both our wingers here doing a terrible game, and also our attackers, strikers, not having the best of games either. So we'll maybe looking to switch one of the wingers out here as soon as possible. We'll do that change right now. We got here even down to 6.1 here from Sean Riggs, so we'll put in a Rostern instead. We'll put on Madlaluz instead of Adeloy, who's not performing here. We do want one poacher on the pitch though, so I think that will work out best, and our defenders have done a pretty good job here, so we'll not change any of those out at the moment. We did arrange extra time here, so this will go to extra time if it's all square at the end of the game. So we do get a highlight here finally. We have the ball building up from Stern and the cross into Medalus. Can he score? Yes, it's a goal for Bath City here. Not an early lead, or actually a very late lead here for Bath City, making it 1-0 for Bath versus Leyton Orient. So a good cross there and a good finish from Medalus with his foot there, actually. A little bit odd or different, but it's all good. We have another highlight here straight away, pretty much, with Stewart with all ball to Brandt to Genovese to making a cross, and it's to Medalus, and Paxman is totally clear, and it's a goal here for Bath City Football Club. So it's another goal, making the lead now 2-0 for Bath City versus Leyton Orient, and I was very quick there to move our mentality to very defensive, because we don't really need to take any chances whatsoever now for the remaining of the game. We should have a good win here, and actually we have Brandt here with an injury, I see, so let's substitute him with Sangere, just to make sure that he don't get a serious injury. We had a very dangerous chance there, our keeper saving the ball 2 times, more or less on the goal line, so that was very good, so they didn't get stuck in with a reduction straight away, and he managed to get in another very good save here. So all our defenders having a terrific game here, so very, very nice. Batten, who we subbed in instead of Spencer Adams, actually not having the greatest of game though, but very happy nonetheless with the performance here. So the final whistle should now be any second, and that's it. So the final scoreline here is 2-0 for Bath City versus Leyton Orient, and shots is 3-15, shots on target 2-10, and possession 49-51%. So we managed to score there on both our shots on target, which was very, very nice, and we have overall a great performance here by our keeper and our defenders, who were the best. And we have a good performance here from Medalus as well, who we brought on the pitch instead of Adeloy. So good substitutions there and a very good result. Hopefully that is something we can bring in to the league and keep performing like that. If we do perform like that throughout the rest of the season, it will definitely be a better run, and we can have a chance to move up towards the top. And we had a very good attendance here also of over 1,000 persons, which is very nice as well. And we get here a little prize money of a little bit shy of 7k, so that's pretty nice. And unfortunately here we have Ryan Brandt out for quite a time. He will be out 2 to 3 weeks, so we'll leave him to the physio. We want him out as little as possible, as he's our star player, really. Even though he hasn't performed like a star player would. Sure, he has scored certain times, but he should have scored even more, maybe. So we'll see about that, or we will see who we will substitute him with. I'm not quite sure with that actually, but we'll see that once we get to the next match, of course. And the upcoming match is against Welling United here at home, who are 17th placed in the league, so should be an easy game, but you never know with us this season. And here we get a job offer from Hereford, and we will definitely decline that, since, as I shortly said for a little while ago, that we won't do any other team than Bath. The challenge here is to bring them all the way to the top, and that's the Let's Play series. So we get a draw here as a away team versus Enfield Town in the next round, so a pretty good draw here for us. And we don't want to arrange extra time if we end up drawing, we rather want a rematch at home, since we are definitely stronger at home than we are as away team. So hopefully we can string together a couple of good results here. We should have 2 pretty easy games here. And we get some play development advice here, and nothing really special here. We have players that feeling that we have a depth in the goal, but well, we aren't lacking depth for sure. We might be lacking a little bit in quality in our best keeper, but that's not too bad either. So let's check the pre-match tactical advice here. So they suggest to drop Sean Rigg and put Ross Stern in instead. We'll maybe think about doing this type of things more. That's maybe what's missing for us to get better results. Who knows? And we'll do the team instruction here to add, the team instruction to remove as suggested. And according to the bookmakers here, we are a very easy victory in the upcoming game is expected. So let's see if we can do that. And we'll definitely scout George Cantrell here, who would be one of the better players in the first team, according to himself at least. And that was the only interesting player to scout. We'll go to the team selection here. So the question is, do we bring on Spencer Adams again instead of Batten or not? I think we'll bring in Spencer Adams again and hope that he will do a good match. And let's take a look here at Sean Rigg that they thought we should replace. So he's been at 6.1 and 6.4 the game before that. So sure, let's put Ross Stern in instead. And we need to play Ryan Brandt. Or not play, we need to sub Ryan Brandt, so we'll have Madaluz instead of Brandt. And we'll put Oliver on the bench and we'll play Madaluz as a pressing forward in defend. So he will be allowed to play his best position here, as long as Brandt is out. And I think this will be an alright setup for us here. So let's submit the team and go to the match. And let's go to kickoff and play. And we have a corner here coming in from Stewart, and it's headed away from Hunton to Stern, bringing it in, and it's a goal here early in for Bath City versus Welling in the 3rd minute. A very well struck shot there from Stern. So I guess that was a very good replacement to bring in Stern instead of Rigg. And very nice drive forward there and a very nice finish. Very, very, very nice stuff there actually by Stern. And another highlight here, pretty much straight away from Genovese. He gets the ball and passes it up to Stern, to Paxman, to Stewart. And the ball gets cleared here, unfortunately. But we do like our chances here, and we seem to take control of the ball once again. And it's a long ball up to Adeloy. What will happen to Sparta, and they clear it once again. But we are still in control of the ball, so it's Sparta, and that was a pretty bad pass, so it will be actually a ball up to Barnett, 1-on-1 versus our keeper, and unfortunately they equalize here early on. making it 1-1 Bath City versus Welling here. So a little bit unlucky here with our pressure and then getting their play behind our defensive line, which have been somewhat of trouble all season long. And I guess maybe playing Spencer Adams and Hayden is the trouble, so maybe we'll play Batten instead of Spencer Adams. We'll see. And we get another highlight here, and it's again for Welling, and again they are behind our defensive line more or less, and it's another goal here for Welling, making it 1-2 for Bath City versus Welling. So let's up our mentality here to even attacking, and we have no defenders that are defenders moving towards the ball rather than the players, and yeah, not a good start here at all. After that very early lead, things have fallen apart for us here, so let's hope we can make something happen. So we'll shout here, demand more. Now we have another highlight here, and it's again Welling with the ball. We break the ball here in our defense, luckily. And with Sparta on the right side, a long ball up to Adeloy. Can he cross? Yeah, he crossed, but it's a bad cross. And Paxman, it's a goal here for Bath City. A shot that rebounded somehow and still got into the goal. Not quite sure here what exactly happened there, but we'll take a look here at the replay. It's a good cross there from Adeloy, or rather a bit lucky that it went out to Paxman, and the goalkeeper was on the ball but not good enough. So another highlight here, Stern with the free kick crossed to Stewart, and unfortunately we lose in that battle or ball, and we have the ball all the way back to Hutton, up to Spencer, to Genovese, and up to Madaluz. And he bring it down to Genovese again, and it's Madaluz and Adeloy, and it's a goal here for Bath City, making it 3-2 for Bath City versus Welling now in the 38-minute mark here. So a good pass from, or not a good pass from Genovese, a very bad clearing there from their defender, and Madaluz taking care of that chance, and very nice stuff there. So a lot of going back and forth so far here in the match, but we are leading, so there's always that. So that's the end of the first half. So the scoreline here after one half is 3-2 for Bath City versus Welling, and shots are 9-7, shots on target 5-6, and possession 52-48%. So overall, pretty decent first half here, and overall the team has been performing all right, but once again we have Spencer Adams, who aren't doing his best game here, so we are definitely thinking about dropping him again in the next match, or even in this match maybe. So we'll start the second half here, and we'll do substitution around the 60-minute mark, and I think we'll switch out Spencer Adams here if he don't improve his rating throughout the game. And we do have another highlight here building up, and we take care of a loose ball, and it's another loose ball, and we take care of that as well. And we have Madaluz to Stern, and Stern crosses it into Adeloy, and he scores again. It's a goal for Bath City versus Welling here, making it 4-2, and Adeloy's second goal of the day. So a good cross there from Stern, a very technical cross there actually. So Stern have been wonderful for us today actually, so we'll definitely let him play again here in the next match, and we'll do substitution here in the 60-minute mark. And Spencer Adams still haven't had the best of games, so we'll switch him out and we'll put in Batten instead of Spencer Adams here for the next game. I feel is a good option. and we'll actually bring on Rik here instead of Costa Sparta, just to try to minimize the chance that we will get a yellow card. And actually we'll bring out Sangari instead of Stewart here as well, straight away, just because we have matches coming up quite quickly here on this game, and hopefully we don't get any injuries or a red card or stuff like that, so we'll have to rearrange our team. It should be all right, and we'll move down our mentality here to positive. We don't need to go attacking anymore, even if they managed to reduce or lead a little bit. And they do just that in this chance. It's a goal here for Welling, making it 4-3 for Bath City versus Welling. So once again they are through behind our defenders on a through ball, and yeah, not really liking that they more or less all the time get behind us. Our defensive line is what I should be saying. Another highlight here building up for Bath City, and it's done with the ball on the left hand side, passing it to Rig, passes into the middle to Paxman, and it's a power shot straight into the top bar. Unfortunately we didn't get our hands on the rebound there, but wow, what a power shot that was. Super hard, straight into the top bar. And with only minutes to go here, we should be in with a win here, a very important win. And that's the final whistle there. So the final scoreline is 4-3 for Bath City versus Welling, and shots is 17-10. Shots on target is 8-7, and possession is 55-45%. So quite happy with the performance here, but overall our defenders let us down again a little bit. Our midfielders and attackers did have a very good game here, so not much to complain about there. And putting Ross Stern in was very good here, having a superb game, so he will definitely get the chance to play once again in the next match here. So, and I think we'll once again have Spencer Adams on the bench, or not in the team, in the upcoming match here against Western Supermar. So that was that match day. So no changes in the league table for us, and we are still 14 points behind Wallenstone, still very close, between 4th and 8th place at the moment. A little way up to 3rd place Hungerford, and a little more to Woking in 2nd place, and even more to Wellstone in 1st place. So let's check the inbox here real quick. So we had a pretty bad attendance here of 634 persons, so not the greatest. And Adelaide Chang's here, so we'll praise him for his performance in the last match. And we'll take a fast look here on the average attendance in the league. So we are at 720 and 9th highest in the league, which is alright, not the best, but it's alright. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode. So do remember to smash that like button if you have liked this episode and liked what you've seen here. And if you do like it, do make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rolslow Gaming. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.